February, we have been celebrating Black History Month, shining a light on the rich history of African American culture. And today we are digging into soul food with a couple that invited me to learn about their family, their recipes, and the best part, their soul food.
This delicious dish was whipped up here at the Rima Soul Cuisine food truck in Santan Valley, Arizona.
Alrighty, sir. I need a plate of your best soul food.
Try that brisket out for size.
Oh my God. I'll take more of that, please.
Coming right up.
Since moving from New York to Arizona, Ron and Via Child's food has earned lots of accolades, like a spot on Yelp's list of top 50 barbecue.
We just took what we know, what we've done, and just continued it and made it with love and brought it out this way.
This is our art to the world.
If you've never tried soul food, here's the scoop. The term soul, related to gospel, became widely used in the 60s to describe music and food celebrating African American culture and its contributions to America.
What do you guys love about soul food?
It's something about Sunday dinner. The best cooks in the family are actually going against each other because I know my mac and cheese is better than your sweet potatoes, and my ribs are gonna outdo your chicken. And it's just all love, laughter, and light. It's amazing. So soul food for us is really about family.
It's bonding and bringing us together.
Yeah.
Ron and Via have been married 32 years. They have 3 grown children and now grandchildren. Their recipes stem from their family legacy.
We have parents from the South, parents from the Caribbean, parents from Jamaica.
Wow.
We just picked and choose what worked best for us as far as adding our signature to Rima Soul Cuisine.
The Caribbean red rice is my mom's recipe, and I've never told her this, oh my God, her rice.
Don't compare.
I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing.
Don't do
I'm not
it.
comparing.
I just put my own twist.
So we're gonna leave, okay, thank you for the help. We'll leave it there.
Finally, the fun part, getting to taste their mouth-watering soul cuisine.
What do you recommend I go in with first?
Let's go with the mac and cheese towards the back where the burnt area is.
It has 7 cheeses like mozzarella, cheddars, and provolone.
And it's okay to eat soul food sloppy, actually.
I'm gonna have to eat this
You're gonna
sloppy.
have to eat
I
it
got
sloppy.
you.
Oh my gosh, this is delicious.
Now the collard greens, the traditional version contains pork, but Via uses turkey instead. Now Ron's signature ribs with homemade sauce.
That is our magical sauce, which is our sweet sauce, which is our raspberry chipotle sauce. And then we have our Jamaican heat, which is the spicy sauce mixed together, and it's called magical.
I will tell you what, my soul is full.
We've done our job.
We might need to call an Uber.
Do not operate heavy machinery
No.
after you eat this meal. That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Soul food, lifting your spirit and filling your belly.
We have a cultural historian who is sharing what you should know about this unique cuisine, past and present, and that's our featured story at the top of the list.
Soul food is beloved by many, but this Southern cuisine is more than just rich flavors.
Soul food was a lot about building community.
We spoke to culinary historian Adrian Miller, who shares 3 things you should know about soul food. First, we'll start with the history.
Soul food is just one of several African heritage cuisines in the Americas. And I say one of several because often soul food becomes shorthand for all African American cooking.
He says that although some elements of soul food do trace their roots to slavery, it's a much more complex cuisine than most people think.
Soul food is really the melding of the ingredients, the techniques and traditions of West Africa, Western Europe, and the indigenous people in the Americas. So it's all of that coming together.
And it all began in the South.
It's really the food that Black migrants took to other parts of the country and transplanted.
As for how soul food got its name, it originated from the musical genre of jazz.
That was the sound of the Black church in the rural South. So that gospel-tinged jazz sound was called soul and funky. So it was soul music first, then soul brothers, soul sisters, soul food.
Next, soul food and Southern cooking are a lot different than you might think.
The difference is really in how the food is cooked.
Soul food tends to be highly seasoned with spicier flavors than Southern cooking. And while Southern food's main entree includes fried chicken, soul food relies on a variety of meats.
things like pig's feet, ham hocks, chitlins.
Sugar also plays a big part in soul food cooking, whereas Southern food draws the line between savory and sweet.
One example is cornbread. A lot of white Southerners will tell you that cornbread should not have sugar in it because that makes it cake. Almost every soul food recipe I've seen for cornbread have some amount of sugar.
Lastly, what soul food is today?
I would say vegan is one of the hottest trends in soul food. But interestingly, it's not a complete departure from soul food.
It's actually the foundation of what makes this cuisine.
If you look at what enslaved people were eating during that time period, seasonal vegetables with water. If there was meat, it really wasn't in the sense of an entree. It was just to season the vegetables.
Soul food continues to play an important role in the Black community through activism and entrepreneurship.
In the 1800s, cooks who would support people who are agitating for freedom, for suffrage. You're seeing the same thing now.
And now more than ever, it's important to support Black-owned businesses.
Because of lack of access to financing and private investment, a lot of our Black restaurants are in a precarious position. So it's important just to support these entrepreneurs because it's just a really vibrant and vital part of the African American experience.
Sharing the love of Southern cuisine with 3 things you should know about soul food is at the top of the list.
That big old bucket of fried chicken, everyone's got their favorite piece, but no matter what you prefer, fried chicken is an American staple. We're breaking down some new takes on the old classic with new, juicy recipes.
You may think you've had good fried chicken before, but the former director of the Cordon Bleu is whipping up 3 mind-blowing fried chicken recipes.
Hey, it's Chef John Paul, and welcome to the U.S. Foods Test Kitchen. Today, we're frying chicken around the world.
Let's start with Nashville hot chicken.
We've got this whole chicken that's been marinating in this delicious spicy combination of buttermilk that brings some tartness and acid to it.
Plus cayenne and onion powder. Let the chicken sit in a fridge for 4 to 12 hours, then drain the marinade. Next, whisk eggs into milk with a healthy dose of Louisiana hot sauce.
Just a touch.
Dunk the chicken in the milk mix, then dredge it through flour and drop it in a pot of hot oil for 15 to 20 minutes. Then boil a spicy sauce with lard, pepper flakes, brown sugar, and brush it on.
It's just got a really, really great flavor. Spicy, but great flavor.
Next, get an Asian pop of flavor with twice fried Korean chicken wings.
So it's going to be crazy, crunchy, shatter crisp in a spicy gochujang sauce.
Gochujang is like the Asian version of Tabasco and can be found in the Asian section of most supermarkets.
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make our coating or our batter.
Cornstarch and baking soda are the special ingredients here, mixed with eggs, salt, and pepper.
Chickens go in our little mixture.
The baking soda lets the coating stick to the skin, and the cornstarch makes it super crunchy. Drop them in hot oil for 10 minutes, then mix gochujang sauce with corn syrup, rice wine vinegar, and ketchup.
And it's a sweet heat. I'm loving this gochujang.
Finally, kick up a classic with brined Southern fried chicken. The brine is made up of water, salt, lemon, and herbs. Let the chicken sit in it overnight. The coating is a mixture of flour and spices like cayenne and paprika.
Mix all this up, dip my chicken in the flour, in the buttermilk, in the flour, and then wait for the magic tap in the fryer.
The frying should take around 15 minutes.
Crunchy, tons of flavor, seasoned all the way through. Make this.
For the full recipes, head to thelisttv.com. Spread your wings and fly with amazing fried chicken on today's breakdown.